A day in the life of an insurance agent. This video will show you an inside scoop and describe what it's like to sell insurance to give you a better understanding of what this business really is like on an in-the-trenches basis. My name is David Duford at davidduford.com, where I help insurance agents like you become top producing insurance professionals. The purpose of this video is really to convey to new insurance agents who are just recently licensed, or to insurance people who are thinking about selling insurance but aren't necessarily licensed. They haven't necessarily picked an agency to work with and want to know more about what this business really gets down to and what it's like and what they can expect if they decide to get licensed or already are licensed and contract and eventually start to work in selling insurance. So just a little bit about myself in case you haven't met me before. I've sold insurance since 2011, specifically in the life insurance business. I have recruited agents since 2013, well over 500, to duplicate my success selling what we call final expense burial insurance. So I have a lot of perspective on training and helping new insurance agents get into the field and become successful and deal with their particular ups and downs that pretty much everybody in the insurance business deals with at one time or another. So let's talk about what you can expect in the day of a life of an insurance agent. So an insurance agent is a salesperson. So that means that they're actively visiting prospects or people who potentially might be interested in buying an insurance product, whatever that is, on a day-to-day basis. This is the most important activity an insurance producer can do. It's not sitting in the office processing paperwork, shooting the shit at the water cooler. It's all about seeing the people. That is the most important aspect when it comes to becoming a successful insurance producer. So many insurance producers get up very early in the morning and they have their day planned. Now, in some circumstances, they've preset their appointments. Possibly they've called the night before to set up their appointments. Sometimes they start at 9, 10 o'clock. I used to start at 8 o'clock in the morning when I was personally producing on a full-time basis before moving into a recruitment training role in my agency. And then what we would do is just drive specifically right to the first appointment, sit down with the prospect. We spend time getting to know the prospect. We call it rapport building in a sales terminology, just to lower the prospect's defenses and to get a little better idea of who they are and what they're looking to accomplish. Then we ask them about their health, identify what requires them or what requirements we have that would allow us to do business with them. And then we present what we have to offer to them. And then they decide to buy or not. If they have objections, we rebuttal them to see if we can come to a mutually beneficial outcome. And then whether we sell the deal or not, we wrap up the appointment and then go on to the next one, rinse and repeat. And again, the more that we do this, the best. Now, if you don't have preset appointments, what an agent will do, sometimes they'll work leads that have been generated, where they'll just show up at the door unannounced to ask for an appointment on the spot or to set it for another day. And sometimes, even to this day in 2019, in recording of this video, you'll have agents that will go out and actually prospect cold for appointments, whether that's house to house or business to business. And they repeat this process over and over and over again to the point where they hit their numerical presentation goals. Agents in the insurance business live and die off of how many presentations they hit every week, because that determines many times what their financial outcomes are over the long haul. If they routinely don't hit those numbers, then they routinely fail out of the business. So seeing the people is the cornerstone to success and the activity in the day of the life of an insurance agent. Now, once they get done with their appointments, many times agents come back home. They process paperwork, applications. If they haven't done them electronically, they'll fax them in. They may even make phone calls to set up appointments for the following day. And this process is rinse and repeat. There may be times if you're selling more complicated or advanced products, you've got to actually design the product and design the presentation to the client. Again, this is more for the advanced product, not necessarily so much for what I would call mass market type of products. But this process repeats itself over and over and over again. The insurance business is not something, surprisingly, that is unique and in the sense of the products or the process. It's actually pretty predictable if you follow the process. Where it's unique is the people we deal with and the circumstances we've run into. Some of us insurance agents have some of the best stories. So that's how a day in the life of an insurance agent works. It is work. You have to get up. You have to see the people. You have to deal with rejection. You have to deal with success. It is emotionally a roller coaster sometimes, and our biggest competition is right here. It's us. It's a person staring back at you in the mirror. And you've got to work to overcome that, and on a consistent basis. And just as important, you've got to do all this process on a consistent basis if you plan on being successful. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new or thinking about getting into the insurance business, I'd like you to go to davidduford.com. Check out the link at the top that says Join David's Agency to learn more about how you can sell final expense, annuities, mortgage protection, or Medicare supplements with my agency. If you like this video, like it, share it, and also please feel free to subscribe and comment below if you have any questions or concerns. My name is David Duford at davidduford.com. Thanks for watching. See you.